holy nation rise to the top. See the body function never to stop. With your Howard Shot running the plot, boy. They think they know what I be on. In the deepest crowd, but I'm solitary. My mind to be alone. And even when I'm in the zone, in my darkest hour, I meditate on the high and on the low.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth and sincerity. To you I say shalom. Brother Khan from the set of the Lions of Judah, Jeshurun here in Chicago. To you I say shalom. Coming at y'all with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The title of this video is going to be titled Black People and UFOs. All right, this society teaches us that the UFOs, the people that are in the UFOs, are so-called 3 feet aliens with green skin and big black eyes. All right, but according to the Bible, the UFOs are the angels of the Most High that's coming back to redeem the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, now we're going to go into this book called Encounters by Dr. Edith Fiore. All right, and we're going to read some encounters from this so-called Northern Kingdom sister by the name of Diane. All right, so she was put under hypnosis by Dr. Edith Fiore to remember the account of her being taken in the alien abduction, the so-called alien abduction. All right, so this is page 279, and it reads, Dr. Fiore, tell me everything that you're aware of. I feel afraid. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm in this light and I can't see out of the light. I don't see around me. Now I see okay. There's been a gap somewhere because now I'm walking in this large ship. And there's these about 20 black people sitting down in the ship on this almost like bench. All right, so when she was getting abducted, she couldn't see around her because it was a light that was blinding her. So when she got into the ship, she started to see, and the first thing that she saw was about 20 black people sitting down in the ship. All right. So that's what that is what you would call a so-called abduction. All right, it's light all around you where you can't see the atmosphere of the sky, and then when you get into the ship, you could see around you and stuff like that. All right, so that's the so-called alien abduction. All right, Dr. Fiore, how are they dressed? These black people are dressed in a Western American style. They look very confused and disoriented. And there's this man, now I see him beside me, but he's tall. And I said to him, why are all these black people here? And he said, well, these people were sent down into the most difficult of circumstances, like poor ghetto places, for a very high service. All right. So when the Most High made us his chosen people, us signing that covenant by keeping his commandments, it was a service for us to serve the Most High. All right, and when we broke the commandments, we was put in the ghettos. All right, we was put in the slums. All right, for a very high service. All right, let's read that again. It's saying for a very high service there, these are different souls. All right, so we are set apart people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You are different souls from the other nations. You are set apart people. All right. So page 281, and it reads, Dr. Fiore, how did he answer you? He says the body is not as important as the spirit. Your spirit is already well, and your body will follow. Right, so it say your body will follow, and it reads, and you're here. All right, because her spirit was sent up there. She got beamed up. All right, and it's saying you're here. We're watching our children. All right, so this man says we're watching our children, the children of Israel. It say that's all he says. We're watching our children. So when you think of the scriptures, think about Amos 9 and 8. The eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom. So the Most High see the wickedness of you 2/3, man. All right, you Negroes, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, your wickedness. All right, you not coming back to the Most High. All right, so they're watching. Okay, page 282, Dr. Fiore. Where are the black people? They're sitting waiting to go in this room, not the blue light room, but there's another room. There are so many of us. There's a lot of us up here. This must be a huge ship. All right, so right there, she's telling you that it was a lot of black people in one ship. All right, and they was waiting to go into another room. So that's letting you know that the scriptures are on point for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They are on point for the most part on everything. All right. Now check this out, page 286. Now this is the lady speaking, Diane. All the people in the room from all over our area, the Bay Area, they work this area today, and they only come back every so many years. It feels like, but this trip is the biggest one. They seem to be concerned about the bombs, all right? So we know that it's going to be a World War III. We know that these military countries are going to war. So, you know, the angels are going to beam us up. Lord willing, we be a part of that number, all right? It say, but this trip is the biggest one. They seem to be concerned about the bombs and the lack of love between countries, because we know that Russia and America is going to lock horns. We know that, you know, all these foreign countries is going to team up on Babylon, aka America, all right? And it reads, and so people have to be stronger in order to little by little raise the vibration of the planet. All right, so that's the mission, is to keep God's laws, which is going to literally raise up our vibration to heal this planet, man. All right, you have chemtrails all in the sky. You got all type of abominations. You know, this planet is suffering. You know what I'm saying? It's suffering. All right, it's suffering real bad. The people are suffering real bad because, you know what I'm saying, it's a chemical warfare with the food. It was once a war on drugs, and we lost that war on drugs. All right, we lost the war on drugs, y'all. All right, so now we're going to go into the scriptures. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 12, and it reads, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. All right, so our enemies are going to behold us. They're going to see us getting beamed up, man. All right, the other nations are going to watch Israelites get beamed up. All right, and it reads, and the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain men 7,000, and the remnant were affright, and gave glory to the God of heaven. All right, so that earthquake is that third destruction, that third war's war. All right, the second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 8, and it reads, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. All right, so we're going to receive that power, man. We're going to receive that power. Now check this out. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So Yahushua was actually beamed up via the Chariots, man. What this world will call a UFO abduction, man. So that's the same way the elect, those who remain, all right, that's keeping the commandments of the Most High, all right, is going to be lifted up, okay? Revelation chapter 4, verse 1, and it reads, after this I looked, and behold, a door was open in heaven, right? And the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. So that's prophecy that's unfolding, man. All right, that's the prophecies that's unfolding, man. All right, Yahushua coming back with the angels to redeem, all right, 1/3 and 144,000. All right. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 7, and it reads, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord Yahushua in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord Yahushua. So that's what's going to happen, man. All right. We're going to be taken up in the so-called UFO abduction, man, for our salvation. Because the book said, all right, the book said that they was concerned with the bombs. All right, so the thermonuclear missiles will be shot off, man, pursuant to the book of Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. All right, pursuant to the book of Isaiah chapter 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I created the waster to destroy. All right, so the missiles will be let off, man. Revelations, I believe, 13:13, where it talks about he making fire cometh out of the sky in the sight of men. All right, so you can watch your local news and see that they are testing the nuclear missiles because they're getting ready for this third world war. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians need to get right with the Most High, because the so-called aliens or the UFOs, which are the chariots, the vehicles of the Most High, they are coming back to get those who are obedient, man. Those that remain. All right, so I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. To you, I say shalom.
See a holy nation rise to the top. See the body function never to stop. With Yahushua running the plot, boy. They think they know what I be on. In the deepest crowd, but I'm solitary. My mind to be alone. And even when I'm in the zone,